be a set amount, but it has to be substantial. It cannot be marginal. So you have to be prepared that money that you're investing into the US in any business is at risk. It could be profit, there could be loss. You also have to show that you are going to employ at least 2 employees to run that business or to assist in that business. United Kingdom is one of the treaty country that US has the treaty with. And as I mentioned, that I used to work in the UK, and my law firm, the law firm, our family law firm, is still there. So any people in the United Kingdom, if you want to move to the US, we have means that you can also get in touch with our office in the United Kingdom as well. L1 visas. So L visa category is a category where employers can send their their employees into the US. It's called intra-company transfers. So you have to have a company in, let's just say, for example, Brazil or India or somewhere, and you also have a company, or you want to establish a new company here in the United States. You can send your employees who have worked in, let's say, managerial or executive capacity, or who have special knowledge, so that they can come and run the business here. Now, bear in mind, the E2 visa and L visa are non-immigrant visa. Non-immigrant visa are temporary visa, so you do not get a green card for that. The investor visa that you can get a green card, which is a pathway to get a green card, is EB5. EB5 is an investor category where you can eventually get a green card after investing substantial amount into the business in the United States. Certain time, once you get the green card through EB5 program, after 2 years, just as similar as the marriage petitions, you also have to remove conditions on that investor green card. So the company, our firm, also offers services onto how to remove those conditions. It is a very extensive process, because even to get a green card from the EB5 program, it's a lot of work involved. You have to show that your source of funds of the money that you're investing is very legal, where the monies come from, the business will be subsisting, and you have to show similar reasons that the company has been working on what the criteria was. You have to show that that's still subsisting. So to remove the condition, you still have to prove that it is all in order, and that's been going on for a very long time. So the company offers services into removal of conditions as well. Now let's go on to the business visas. A lot of people have heard about H-1B. It's a very common visa. Most of Indian people are here on H-1B visas. It's employment-based visa where you come here and are working for a company. On it, again, this is a non-immigrant visa. So the company assists in, usually there used to be, you file the whole petition, and then the government entity makes a decision whether it's approved or not. However, since a couple of years, the procedure has changed. So you have to first apply for a registration. There's a period between March and April of every year. You apply for a registration process. Once you get selected, then the next step is to apply for the whole petition. So our company offers services to file the registration for you. Then also the labor certification application for H-1B, a labor certification certified by the Department of Labor is very important. So you need that as well. So we help to file the registration, the whole H-1B package. Again, this is a non-immigrant visa, so this is temporary visa. You do not get a green card for that, and it is only you can only renew it for up to a limited amount of years. But there is an exemption that you can still apply for an extension on the H-1B if there is a perm process. If an employer wants to apply for your green card, that process is pending, then you can again extend your H-1B visa. So our company also offers services on applying the perm visa. So if your employer wants to hire you and wants to apply for a green card for you, we can also assist for that. After H-1B, there's another category called EB2 NIW. This is not a very heard category, but is very important. If you are an individual who has an advanced degree, master's or bachelor's, master's or PhD, and so forth in your field of study, or you are a person of exceptional ability. Now, what is exceptional ability? Let me just have a water. So, exceptional ability means that you have been working in your field for 10 years, you have a lot of awards, a lot of publications, so you are in that, you are very exceeding, you have exceeded in your field of study. And then the next, this is two-step process. The first step is that you show you have an advanced degree or exceptional ability, and second is that the skill that you're bringing into the United States is something that will benefit the United States. So such as like if you do like a cancer research, or something in construction that would help building strong buildings during hurricanes, or something like that. That's something that's a benefit to the United States. If you can show that, then you can apply for an EB2 NIW. What is different about it is that when you apply for some sort of business visa, you always have to have an employer who's sponsoring you, and you also have to apply for labor certification. For EB2 NIW, you don't need both. You can bypass that labor certification requirement as well as the employer requirement, and you can get a green, eventually you can end up getting a green card based on this investor program. That, and then writ of mandamus. A lot of people have not heard about writ of mandamus. This is a complaint that we file against the federal government. So for example, when would you need a writ of mandamus? It happens when your petition has been pending with USCIS or NVC for many, many years. It's outside of the processing time. Or a decision has been made on your petition that you think is arbitrary, capricious. It is a wrong decision. It is a very blatantly wrong decision. And you have gone through all the avenues. So you have gone through inquiries or ombudsman, or you made all the efforts to make sure that they process your application because of the delay. You can then file a complaint against the government that, hey, this has been going on for too long. There is no explanation or no reasonable explanation provided. What is happening with my petition? Writ of mandamus will not give you a decision. So it would not, so basically it would not approve or deny your petition, but it would at least get a decision. They would still make a decision on your petition that, hey, okay, we're going to work on this case, and then we'll provide with a decision. So this is just expedite already delayed petition. We also the company also helps with humanitarian visa petitions such as DACA, TPS, temporary protected status. Like how some countries who have been there's a war or there's a pandemic or something, and they can't survive in that country. It's not very safe to live in those countries. Those countries have been given temporary protected status in the United States, so you have to go through all the requirements for that as well. And asylum. We also provide help with asylum cases. And there's a debate. There's not a debate, but there's a lot of news going around with the President Biden's Build Back Better plan. So it's passed from House. We're still waiting on the Senate. So let's see what happens there. Once we get the news, we'll definitely let you know, and I'll update you more as to if it gets passed, who will be eligible for parole or temporary status in the United States. Finally, personal injury. A lot of people know what personal injury is. So if you are involved in, let's say, a car accident or a slip and fall, which was not your fault, then you can actually get a claim, a monetary compensation for your injuries as well as your property damage. It's better to get an attorney to help you with this process, because when you're going through medical treatment or loss of wage and you cannot go to work, the attorney can take care of all the insurance parts, and they can communicate and liaise and can get a good compensation for your injuries. So if you have been involved in any sort of accidents or slip and fall, please contact us and we will be very happy to help you. So that was it. Our firm offers a lot more. So if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you know your family, friends, or any members who are going through any type of immigration issues or personal injury issues, please contact us. My info is there. That's our email address. Our phone number is there. Please also visit our website. Like, subscribe, share. Please also subscribe to the newsletter. We will be getting our first newsletter out in the month of January with all the new immigration updates. And then that's it. The next Facebook Live, I'm thinking of doing that in our language, Gujarati, my language. So let me know if you have any particular request what to do the Facebook Live on, and I would be very happy and glad to get that done. So I am very looking forward to. I'm looking forward to helping you help the community and providing them with legal matters. And I hope that you like this Facebook Live. Please help, subscribe, and share. And if you have any questions, please contact our firm. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate you spending your time watching this Facebook Live. Thank you.